Little Shayla Phillips found alive after spending 2 nights in rugged bush. One man dead and another fights for life after a horror pile-up on the Bass Highway. Trials for 2 game-changing COVID vaccines as millions are told to get a 4th dose. Russia intensifies its nuclear threat despite suffering a major humiliation. Secret dealings revealed concerns China is seeking a Pacific foothold. And a historic Hobart attraction reopens after a 2-year hiatus.
Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Kim Miller begins now.
Good evening, everyone. First tonight, it's the news all Tasmanians were hoping for. Little Shayla Phillips found alive and well. The 4-year-old spent 2 cold nights lost in bushland on the Tasman Peninsula. She was reunited with her mother this afternoon in what police described as a wonderful moment. Let's find out more now. We cross to our reporter Grace Evans, who's been following the story for the past few days. Grace, this is the best of news.
Well, Kim, it really is a miracle. We were there as a number of locals found out the wonderful news. There was plenty of tears, hugging and crying, and many really just in utter disbelief that this 4-year-old girl had been found alive. She was found just a kilometre away from her Stormley home, and she popped her head up from some bushland and was noticed by an SES volunteer who then retrieved her. Police have told the media this afternoon Shayla's mother, Bianca, was overwhelmed with the news that her little girl was alive.
It was obviously very emotional. I spoke when I passed the happy news on to Mum. She was very grateful and she was very keen. I said take a few minutes to have a quick shower. She didn't care. She just wanted to get in the car and see her daughter.
Great news, mate. I didn't think it'd come to this. I thought, bad thoughts. Miracle, mate, miracle.
And I know what the bush is like out there, and it's like, it is ankle-breaking material, like just walking through the backyard, so, yeah, it's crazy.
Both Tasmanian and Victorian police resources have been poured into the effort over the past 3 days, as well as hundreds of local volunteers. Calling out for a response, locals rode on horseback, desperate to hear the voice of one little girl.
We're all living in hope that she might just pop out of the bush somewhere and be wandering along the road.
Shayla Phillips had just spent her 2nd night lost in the Stormley area, but locals and emergency services kept up the search, ever hopeful their efforts wouldn't be in vain.
This is still a search and rescue operation. The conditions are still conducive to finding her alive and safe, and that's been our focus for today.
Rescue efforts focused on a 7-kilometre radius surrounding the family backyard she was last seen playing in, while resources on the ground were bolstered today by Victoria Police, who provided a sniffer dog and additional aerial support.
We've also sought some assistance from our colleagues in Victoria Police, who have also been assisting in relation to the search effort.
Drones and heat-seeking technology rendered assistance.
We do reach out and speak about their experience with people they've been looking for and certainly techniques and resources they might use to actually get successful outcomes.
The remote community of 35 people rallying, from preparing food for emergency services to suiting up in their volunteer SES gear and toiling through undulating pastures and bushland.
People are just anxious and wanting to do what they can, and our local Country Women's Association have been doing what they can here to just be here and help feed the community.
A community coming together and shedding a tear of relief as they get back little Shayla. Grace Evans, 7 Tasmania News.
To other news.